Hello and welcome to a new video. This week I'm filming at night, which feels like a big step towards summer and spring because it's past Hilma's bedtime, so it's quite late. It's a quarter over 6, and it's still light enough for me to be able to film without it being completely dark, which is weird. And I'm also drinking tea for a change because it's the night time. So I'm drinking tea out of this beautiful mug from Folklore. I will link her below. She makes these beautiful things. So I'm sorry if it's a bit dark, you know, it will get better. And usually I film during the day, so this is not an issue. But yeah, it might be a bit dark and it might get a bit too dark. We'll see about that. But right now Robin is out cycling, and when he gets home I will go out running. So we have this plan for this evening, so I thought I might squeeze in a video today because I have some things to tell you and I have some things to share and everything. So let's just get right into it. So if you haven't been here before, my name is Anna Sjösvärd and I'm a knitwear designer, content creator and a writer, soon to be a published writer. I have written a knitting pattern book over the last 2 years, and it's getting published in Sweden in Swedish in the autumn, and then hopefully I hope for it to get translated. So yeah, that's the situation right now. I'm also making online courses, and right now I'm working on an online course that's gonna be launched in May if everything goes to plan. It's gonna be released in May, and it's gonna be about grading knitwear patterns. So if you're an aspiring knitwear designer, if you have made like designs that you don't need different sizes for but want to take that next step, that course might be the right fit for you. But yeah, so if you haven't been here before, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. This is my knitting podcast that I try to post 3 times a month, and the 4th time I post it on my Patreon, and that video is usually a bit more a bit different from these ones, because these are more sit down talking videos, but I try to make a video per month that is more like maybe a vlog or some video essay or something, a bit more work into that video. So if you want to follow me on Patreon, you can do that by just clicking the link down below. And I have 3 different tiers and loads of stuff there. You get an extra video, you get an extra audio podcast every month, you get my new patterns for free, and yeah, posts every week. So yeah, it's a lot of fun over there, so please join us if you want to. You can also join as a free member, and then you get like a newsletter or like an update, and you get knitting test knits and everything before everybody else on Instagram. So it's a good time over there if you want to join. But yeah, so let's talk about the big subject today. This is my Sigrun sweater that is launching today. So I will put some pictures here because we took some really nice pictures. We took some photos a year ago, and then we took some new photos this weekend. But I'm also wearing it, of course, for the big launch day. So from today, which is Saturday, until April 1st, you get a 10% discount on the pattern on Ravelry. No code needed, just, a welcome to Sigrun kind of discount. So if you want to get that, you can click the link in the description, and it will, get you over to Ravelry. But yeah, so this is a raglan sweater with a Latvian braid around the neckline and before the cuff of the sleeve ribbing, and it's also have a longer ribbing. And as I said, it's a raglan with a crop design. I'm not gonna stand up right now, but you can see it on the photos. So it's a crop design, and it's knit in one strand of platelope and one strand of mohair, which creates this beautiful lightweight fabric that is just, I'm just obsessed with this fabric. It's not too warm, you know, it's very, very good for a transition piece right now because it's light and airy, but it also warms you if it's chilly outside. But I can also really imagine this being a nice sweater for summer evenings. So yeah, you know, it's a good layering piece, I would say. So that is Sigrun, that is launching today, and I named it Sigrun because it's one of the Valkyries, but also because it's my brother had a dog called Sigrun, which was the loveliest dog. She was just so kind. So I just wanted to name the pattern after her. But also it's a Valkyrie in Norse mythology. So yeah, I just love that name. Yeah, I think that's everything about this sweater. I also have a test knitting out right now for my Rota, or two actually, for my Rota sweater, which is releasing at the end of April. And that is I talked about it before, but it's a lightweight, more lightweight than this one. It's a very light sweater. That is the sweater version of my Rota cardigan. So if you enjoy that fit, I think you will enjoy the Rota sweater. But it's a bit different, both in gauge, but also in the Rota sweater has a compound raglan and a few different things that are not the same for the Rota cardigan. But yeah. And then the second one that's out for testing right now is the Yggdrasil tea, which is something that I'm very excited about because I don't do summer designs that much, but I have actually two this year that I'm gonna do, which I'm so eager to show you. But the Yggdrasil tea is out late May, and the next design is out late June, like at the end of June. So you still have some time to knit that if you want to. Yeah, I think that's everything for new pattern releases and test knits right now. So yeah, I'm going to show you some of the things that I've been working on the last week. I'm just going to check my notes and drink some tea. So I also have a finished object that I think I might have shown you, but I will show you again. Okay, so last week, the 20th of March, I released my first pattern of the Folklore and Fiber collection that I'm doing this year. So I haven't woven in the ends yet, still haven't. But these are my Eostre knits that I, as I said, released last week on the 20th of March, which was Eostre. And I've actually done a vlog over that day, so that will be up on my Patreon if you want to see that. But yeah, these are knit in 2-ply ullcentrum, and I just love them. I've been wearing them every day, and we took some beautiful photos, or Susanne took some beautiful photos of them in the forest. I was there in Gothenburg with her Monday to Tuesday, so yeah, we took some photos. And I will post them here because they are beautiful and you have to see them. So if you want to get these, they are available on my Patreon and my Ravelry pages. So yeah. But I've been wearing them non-stop and I really enjoy the half thumb, which I didn't think I would do actually. I didn't think that was my thing, but I really enjoy it. So yeah, these are also finished objects. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to talk about are some works in progress. And I actually gotten quite a bit, I actually got quite a bit of work done on my Folklore Sweater, which I'm very happy about. So I still haven't made the bind off on the body, but I have been working on the sleeves, and I just knit for a bit on them. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do color work on the sleeves, like the lower part of the sleeves, or not. Yeah, I will have to decide on that really soon, but I have like a vision that I think it would be really nice, like a floral inspired by this design on the, like from here to the end. So maybe we'll do that. And the reason that I got work done on this is because I've been watching Adolecence on Netflix. It's a new series, so if you haven't seen it, it's a series about like a 13-year-old boy who get accused of murdering his classmate, and then you get to see like the process of finding out if he did it or not, and if he's guilty, and also the people around him, how they respond to this information. And it's the most gripping thing about this TV series is that there's just 4 episodes, and they are an hour long, each of them, and they are filmed in one take, which is amazing, and it feels like holding your breath for the whole of the episode. And it's also super engaging, and you can't look away, because you're just waiting for that, the next scene, like the cut and then the next scene, but it never comes, so it's really engaging. And I've been knitting sleeves, which turns out the best thing to knit when you're watching a show like that. So yeah, but I've been working on this, and this is knit in Letlopi, in rough sea and barley, maybe, can't remember, but it's the beige, or maybe ivory or something, oat maybe. I can't remember, but yeah, so this is making progress. I'm making progress on that one, but it's a autumn design, so I'm not in a hurry, but I want to have it finished. And I think I'm on a green kick right now, because I have 2 more projects in green. Okay, so the next design is a summer design, which is, yeah, a bit shocking for me. But I have this, I bought this duo from Sandnes, which is cotton and wool yarn. I think it's 55% wool and 45 cotton, I think. And it's in this beautiful green color. And I'm knitting a drop shoulder design, which I never do. But I think it will be really nice for this design. So yeah, as you can see, it has a lace pattern to it, but it's a really easy, it looks really see-through here, but it's not. It's a, yeah, it's gonna be this pattern all over the shirt, and it's gonna be a drop shoulder design, and it's gonna be like a crop design, but I think it's gonna be a bit oversized, because you don't want something tight on your body when it's summer and hot outside. Yeah, I'm really loving this so far. I knit this up on the train from Gothenburg to Örebro, which is 3 hours. So, I got quite a good amount of work done on the train. Yeah, so it's a really easy pattern to memorize, and I think it's going to be a really nice, flowy, lightweight, airy t-shirt for summer. And it's also really quick, a really quick knit, so you can knit it up in just, a week or 2. So yeah, the test knitting will come in May, I think. No, in April, sometime in April. And the test knit will be for around 7 weeks, I hope, which will be more than enough for this design. But, you know, I'm very excited for it. So it's a green yarn, which is not something that I usually go for, besides the rough sea, but you know, it's nice to change things up a bit. Okay, so I have two different designs. I have 2 more designs to show you. So I actually cast on 2 other things in the Eostre stitch pattern. So the first one was, I'm not sure if I've shown you this, but this is a vest, or a slipover. It's not a vest actually. It's a slipover in Sork from Gotland Spinneri, which is a Swedish wool yarn. But you know, you can knit it in, I think the gauge is around 21 stitches on 4mm needles, so it's not a weird gauge or anything. So you can knit it on lots of different yarns. But I think this is a really nice stitch pattern, and I will show you in the shawl soon, because I cast on a shawl as well. But I think I've shown you that. It's hard to keep up with what I've shown you and not shown you. But this is really nice, and I'm really loving working on this one. And I think that I have 2 skeins of yarn for this, and I think it's going to be enough. And I love the idea that this yarn can, you know, you can buy 2 skeins and make something from it. So you don't have to buy like 8 skeins or something to be able to make something, because it's a bit more money than usual for yarn maybe, but you know, it's a small spinning company here in Sweden which makes the yarn, and it's just the most loveliest yarn and colors and everything. So yeah, I'm working on that. This is going quite slow because it's also like a late summer, early autumn design, so I'm not rushing with it, because I don't think that releasing like a really woolly vest in the middle of summer is not the best idea maybe. But yeah, so this next item is also an Eostre Saga pattern, and it's a shawl design. It's not nice that it's not very smart that I have the light on in the background, but I couldn't really put light out, because then you wouldn't see me. So this is the Eostre stitch pattern, and I really love this one. I have actually blocked this just to be able to see how wide it is, and this is 1 skein and I have 3. So yeah, this is 1 skein and I have 3 of them. So it's gonna be quite a big shawl, which is my my preference when it comes to shawls. So I'm very excited about this one. It's also very fun to knit. It is a stitch, like a row repeat on 4 rows. So you know, you get quite entertained all the time. But I'm really looking forward to having this over my shoulders this autumn. But I think also I'm gonna release this in the summer. I don't know. I think knitting a shawl during summer is a really nice project, and you can knit this in loads of different yarns. I have used the 3-ply woolen tweed yarn from Ullcentrum Öland, but you can also use, if you're in Sweden and if you want to use the Järbo Svensk Ull, you can use that 3-ply or any other 3-ply. You can also knit it in a 2-ply or 4-ply or a 6-ply. You know, it's a shawl, so the difference would only be in size, and it doesn't matter that much because it's not going to fit your body. So this would also be really nice in like an unspun yarn, or an unspun and a silk mohair, you know. Yeah, so I'm really in love with this stitch pattern. It's a lovely flow to the knitting, actually. So yeah, that's the Eostre trilogy for now. Let's see if there's any more of the Eostre designs coming up in the future. So the next thing is a sewing project that I cut out today actually. And I am doing the, sorry, this is very crinkly, but this is the Archer work pants. I have made a few and I love them all, but I made them in one of them I made in a very thick Manchester fabric, and it was a bit too thick, so I have to, I'm thinking I'm gonna unpick that and make a bag out of that fabric instead. But this is just a cotton fabric that I have dyed actually, because it was a green and white gingham fabric, but I really wanted a green and green gingham. And of course I did it in different batches because I didn't have a pot that was as big as you needed for all of the fabric. So they are also different intensities in the green fabric. But I think it's not gonna be, I think it's gonna be cute because I made the two front pieces in the same color batch and the two back pieces in the same color batch. And then I cut out the front pocket and back pocket in the like opposite sides of the thigh lots. So it's gonna be like a dark front pant with a light pocket and a light back leg with a dark pocket. So I think it's gonna be quite cute actually. And the yeah, and the pattern is really easy. If you're looking for a pattern like a pants pattern that isn't too hard and you just want to learn how to you know, sew pants, it's a really easy pattern to follow, and it's a really great fit actually. They are really high-waisted, they have nice pockets, they have back pockets which adds some, you know, they look worked. They doesn't just look like chill pants, they look like they've been worked on, which is nice. So yeah, I can really recommend that, and it's, I think it's called Friday Pattern Design. I will link it down below, but the pattern is called Archer work pants and they are amazing. And you have these, I think it's a barrel leg shape to them. I'm not sure, but I think that's what they're called. Yeah, and you actually you don't even do like a attached waistband, you just fold the top and insert a like a, what do you say, elastic band into it. So it's really easy. Yeah. Ooh, I also have, I forgot I had like a bonus thing. I made I did some spinning last week, which was very much fun. And this is the result of that spinning. This is the nutiden, like the Höner och Eir fiber called Elvira. So I have 600 grams of this, which is massive amount. I think I only needed 400 grams maybe, but I didn't want to risk it because I want to make like a sweater or something in this one. But yeah, so I've been spinning this up, which is a dream to work with. I really love Höner och Eir's fiber. They are beautiful to work with, and I really love the like the dots of white and yellow and like bright red in this. It adds a lot of character to the yarn for sure. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to continue on that one. But okay, so to the thing that I'm reading. I am reading The Sunrise and the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. This is the 5th Hunger Games book that's come out. So I love the original trilogy. It's one of my best like fast reads during my childhood, because when the first film came out, my mom was like, this is a fantasy thing. You might like this. It's not really fantasy, but I include it in my fantasy cloud. I don't know. But yeah, so she was like, yeah, you might like this. So she bought the first book for me, and then I read that book in like an evening. So I read the other two the same weekend. Then the movies came out, and I love them. I really love the movies, especially the first two. The last two is, yeah, they're okay. But the first two is really great movies, I think. Great movies in my opinion. But then they released the Songbirds of the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. They released that book a couple of years ago, and it was so bad. Sorry, it's not my cup of tea at all. And I wasn't really interested in President Snow and his upbringing or his background, so that might have, contributed to me not liking the book. But then we watched the movie like this summer, and I thought, okay, so I'm gonna go into this with an open view of mind. I'm gonna go into this movie with an open mind. I'm gonna try to really love it. Iden, tack det räcker. But I didn't. It was really bad. Also, it was really like chaotic, and there was a lot of stuff happening. It was really hard to get a grip on the whole movie, as with the book. So yeah, I was really disappointed by that. But then I heard that there was a 5th book coming out, and that the book was going to be about Haymitch Abernathy and the 50th Hunger Games. So, I was really excited. And then last week, or the week before, it finally released. I bought it, and I'm halfway because I don't have that many hours a day to read anymore. But I'm also enjoying taking it a bit slow. So I'm reading this in Swedish. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I really like it so far. It feels more like the original books, which is really nice. So I will get back to you when I finished it. But if you have read it, or are currently reading it, what do you think about it? Do you enjoy it? And I hope the movie will be amazing as well. So Hilma's turning 1 tomorrow, which is wild. So we had a birthday party for her this last weekend with my and Robin's family. It was very nice and very cozy. And I actually made her a birthday crown that I'm thinking we're gonna have every year. Let's see if it happens, I don't know. But she was very cute in it. I won't post any pictures, unfortunately, because I don't want to post her face on social media. But this is really cute, and I made it a bit too big. It fits me more than her, but just to be able to, have it for more years. So yeah, I think that was really cute. I saw the idea on Pinterest, and then I just cut out like a crown shape and embroidered her name on it, and then I just sewed it together. So it looks like this. So that was a really easy, fun craft to do. But speaking about Hilma, we got something in the post a couple of days before, the week before her birthday, or her party, 2 weeks ago. We got this really beautiful package on the post, and it was this beautiful dress. And if you follow Sara Wallgren on Instagram or on YouTube, you might recognize this as her project that she made a few weeks ago. I got a message from her saying that, I know that you don't like pink, but did you think that Hilma would like pink? And I was like, yes, I think so. A few days later, this turned up in the post. This is a really beautiful pattern by Gudrun Johnston, which is she has a YouTube channel here on YouTube, and you should really go watch her YouTube because she makes the most loveliest episodes about the Shetland trader and her mom's work and her own work designing knitwear. She also had a conversation with the Woolly Thistle owner in the last episode, and it was really nice just to sit and listen to their talking about things, woolly things. And if you follow her on Instagram, you might have seen that she's been to New Zealand, which has been so lovely to follow along on stories. And they went to Hobbiton, which is a dream of mine. But she made this pattern, which Sara knitted for Hilma. And it's beautiful. It's knit in Ramafinur, and it's a few different colors. It's pink and light grey, as you see, and then she has a rust and a yellow. And the yellow is the same as my rota, and the rust is the same as my first rota, which is, you know, full circle moment. But yeah, so I'm very thankful for this one. And Hilma wore it for her first birthday, and actually my grandmother's 90th birthday as well. So it was right on time for festivities, which was nice. So yeah, that was her birthday outfit. Now I have to finish because I think Robin is getting home really soon, so I have to change to go out for a run, which is the wildest thing that I become a runner. Like, I identify as a runner now, which is a whole new thing for me. I ran a 7K last week. Didn't even think it was hard or, you know, a pain or something. It was just, I was planning to run maybe a 5K, but maybe even a 4K. And I was like, this is no biggie. I can just keep on running. So I just added to my route all the time. And then it ended up on 7K. Weird. But you know, I have a brother that runs ultra marathons, and he has won quite a few of them. So I get like live coaching from him, which is really nice. And it feels like I can run sustainably and not injure myself. And that feels really good. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you had a nice time with me, maybe doing some knitting or drinking tea, or drinking coffee or something. So I will leave you here, and then if you want to see more videos, you can go over on my Patreon and, you know, just hang around. You can just have a peek around there if you want to become a free member and just, you know, hang around. I think that we have such a beautiful community over on Patreon, and I'm just focusing on building that space this year, with more videos and more content and more guides and things. So yeah, thank you for watching. Now we'll go. It's really hard to finish these videos today. Bye bye.